Okay. Guys, we got to move on. I'm telling you, we have to move on. We can't spend all day on that. We have a lot of other topics to get to. Ooh, well, months ago, which I truly, in my heart of heart, believe is the beginning of the end, even though I have had a phone call with Marge. You guys take everything literally. Someone's like, oh, they're reconciled, they're this, that. Just can't we live in a gray area? Life is not black and white. Okay. Life is not black and white. I don't live my life in terms of teams, but I believe the beginning of the end of my then relationship, whatever it was, the change of my relationship with Marge, in my opinion, was the fact that I know in my deep heart of hearts that Tom Iorna, who I like to call little bitch boy, again, it's a term of endearment, guy. I have nothing against you. You're not exactly so nice to me in my interactions with you from the past, but that's really besides the point. Like, I don't care. I'm over it. I get over things within 3 seconds. I have no emotions. But, I called him little bitch boy and he ain't happy about that. But the bottom line is little PR bitch boy was out like he was every night with his best friend, hot Nick, and Melissa, and Laura Jensen, Margaret's ex-best friend, who is on this podcast, and Margaret. You happened to open the sprinter door. You saw Melissa kissing Nick. Guess what? Melissa and Joe are still married. They have 3 beautiful kids. Nick is married. He has a child. So it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. Nothing personal. It's not a big deal. He saw Melissa kissing Nick. He went and told his other client, Margaret Josephs. Margaret Josephs told her friend of 40 years, Laura Lee Jensen, whatever the hell her name is. And then she told Teresa and she told Jennifer when her and Marge fell out. And then they told Cabral and Cabral told the world. Did she get the tap, tap, tap on the shoulder? I don't know. Don't care. She told the world when she told Melissa. And here we are. Just for everyone who hasn't been keeping up. That's an old story, but that happened. Okay. Now it has resurfaced where everyone is flooding my DMs. Apparently, allegedly, because it's not confirmed, but it's pretty obvious. You guys are so good. You guys uncover everything. Apparently, Melissa and little PR bitch boy have parted ways. Now, why do we think Melissa and little PR bitch boy have parted ways? I don't know. It wasn't on my radar of anything that I cared about in the world. I care about having this cup of coffee. That's really all I care about right now. And making all of you guys happy and entertaining you for this hour. So anyway, you guys have discovered that Melissa at the Envy fashion show, little PR bitch, was not there. And apparently at Joey Gorga's comedy, little PR boy was not there. And by the way, you all call him little PR boy. So, I mean, I'm sure as much as he hated me before, he really hates me now, because over every blog for months, and especially now, he's little PR boy. Another one, I should have trademarked that, and I want a royalty. Okay. Anyway, let's focus here, David. You're getting off track. So apparently he's not in any pictures with Melissa anymore. He would have been at her Envy fashion show. That's a filmed event. It's something he's always gone to. He's always gone to Joey's comedy. All I know is, and so he was just gotten shout outs by his other clients. Margaret just posted about how great he was. Shout out. Fessler, shout out. Jackie. So he still works with Jen Fessler. He's still, are there like 2 PR people in the state of New Jersey? I mean, can't you guys split it up? Can you imagine if all the Beverly Hills women or all the Potomac women worked with the same PR? It's not how it works in life. But anyway, Paris and Kathy and Nikki now have the same PR, more or less, but they didn't for a really long time. And they actually really don't 100%. But he still works with Marge. He still works with Fessler. He still works with Jackie. Not Melissa. No, she didn't give him any shout outs. So I do believe, because you guys are so good at this job, after looking into this, yeah, they have parted ways. Now, everyone's saying that Melissa fired him. We don't know that for a fact. We really don't. This is a strange one to me. This is a strange one to me, honestly. Now, you're also bringing in this woman, Robin Polay. I actually know her from way back in the day. She was Melissa's original PR, and everyone was so outraged that she would work with the media and plant negative Teresa stories. And this is alleged. This is what you guys are claiming in exchange. This was a thing back in the day in exchange for positive Melissa stories. Let me tell you something. When I had on, I don't even think that that's so outrageous. That's how the business works. Like, I was trying to think of an example this morning because I'm seeing all your tweets and you guys are really bringing Robin's name back into this. Like, hasn't had anything to do with this for a really long time. Like, when I had like Cedric Martinez on my show, this is the example I can think of the most. Lisa Vanderpump's house guest from season 1. Remember Cedric, who wouldn't leave? Well, he was on my show. We had a 2-hour great chat. And then it got a lot of press. Like, my team was working with the press. I was working with the press. And I think it was Daily Mail. It was either Daily Mail or The Sun, but I think it was the Daily Mail that was like, we will not run this. Cedric had some statements about Lisa Vanderpump's infidelity, or at least like kissing someone. She was attracted to some boat captain and she kissed him. I think that's what it was. But anyway, you got to go listen to the episode of the Cedric Martinez, but the press loved this and it went all over. Perez Hilton, all over. And the Daily Mail, I believe, it could have been, I don't know which publication it was, but they said in print, I have it somewhere, we will not run this. Like, they would not run something against LVP. So all that stuff from back in the day on Beverly Hills, that like Vanderpump has like certain publications in her back pocket. She does, but a lot of people do. You know, that's how it works. They have their favorites because then they get fed nuggets, you know, which I think it's easier to just do it the David Yontef behind the velvet rope way and be like, I ain't got no team. If you need to be called out, I'll call you out. But once I call you out, like, I have nothing against Melissa, Teresa, and nobody. I'm over it. I'm just giving you the actual facts. So much easier in life that way. I'm not. Yeah, it is. So they wouldn't run it. So that's an example of like, so I don't really see why everyone's so outraged by what Robin is allegedly accused of doing, that, you know, feeding Teresa nuggets to put something positive about Melissa. I mean, that's the job of a PR person. You guys are bringing this all back up. In a strange turn of events, Robin was at Melissa's Envy fashion show, but I believe she was representing the hair people. She was doing a lot of posting like such and such hair. I forgot the name of the hair people at the Envy fashion show. So I think I take from that Robin represents this hair company, whatever. I don't know if that means she's working with Melissa again, which we'll get into in a second. But Tom and Melissa have parted ways. Now, I always used to joke, like, even when I was in Margaret's world, like, I don't know how she employed this person, because to me, from where I was sitting, I was always like, Tom has these clients like Margaret and Jackie. To me, it was